Welcome to the Growing Athletes Podcast. I'm your host, Amy Suter. Join me on a journey to unlock potential, chase dreams, and lead authentically fulfilled lives. Together, we'll explore the powerful crossroads of sports, mindset, and personal growth. Prepare to become the next best version of you. I'm Amy Suter, and this is the Growing Athletes Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Growing Athletes Podcast. Today I want to talk about something that shows up everywhere, on teams, in schools, in friend groups, and honestly, in adult groups too. We often call it mean girls, but I want to slow that term down for a minute because what I've come to understand is this. There aren't really mean girls and good girls, they're just humans navigating insecurity in different ways. Some girls act it out, some girls turn it inward, and both are struggling, just in different directions. This episode isn't about labeling anyone. It's not about blaming, and it's definitely not about choosing sides. It's about understanding what's actually happening underneath. You know, that comparison, the exclusion, the icky comments, withdrawal, the anxiety, and all the hurt. So we can grow, not harden, not throw up walls. If you've ever felt hurt by others, or if you've ever caught yourself acting in a way you didn't love, this conversation is for you. All right, let's talk about the person we usually label as the mean girl. This is often the girl who compares, right? Makes comments, tries to control the group, excludes people, leads with that sarcasm or confidence that feels a little bit sharp. But here's what I want to say clearly and compassionately. That behavior, it doesn't come from confidence, although it looks like it from the outside. It's actually coming from an insecurity looking for protection. An insecurity looking for protection. When someone doesn't feel secure inside, they look for security from the outside, status, attention, control, validation, and ultimately what they're looking for is belonging. And sometimes that insecurity shows up in ways that don't look like insecurity at all. It doesn't make the behavior okay, but it does make it understandable because insecurity that turns outward often looks loud, powerful. It looks like confidence, but underneath, it's usually fear. It's that question of, do I belong? Am I enough? What if I lose my place in this world? And here's the part that matters. Most of these girls, they don't want to be this way. You can often see glimpses of their best self, moments of kindness, moments of softness, moments where you can tell who they really want to be. And then, when insecurity shows up again, they fall right back into that protection mode, that same pattern. Now, let's talk about the girl we often call the hurt one. This is the girl who notices the negativity, doesn't want the drama. This person values kindness and alignment. She usually feels super deeply and often removes herself rather than engaging. From the outside, she looks mature, grounded, great at setting boundaries, emotionally intelligent. But here's the truth we don't talk about enough. She's also insecure. Her insecurity just turns inward. And instead of acting out, she questions herself. And the thing is, most people can't see this, right? And often pulls away to protect her heart. She often chooses distance because she knows the negativity isn't worth it. And that's wisdom. But without the support and tools, that wisdom can slowly turn into isolation, self-doubt, and the belief that connection always costs her something. See, the thing is, neither girl has it figured out. They're just responding differently to the same root struggle. So here's the reframe that changes everything for both girls. The one who acts out and the one who ends up lonely all by themselves. Insecurity isn't the problem. It's human. It's part of growing up at every age. How we respond to this insecurity is what shapes us. When insecurity turns outward, it creates that comparison and harm. When it turns inward, it creates anxiety and disconnection. See, growth happens when we become aware of our response to our insecurities and choose differently. So, for the girl who acts out, growth looks like learning internal security, knowing you don't have to compete for your worth, being seen for who you really are, not who you perform as. For that girl who pulls away, growth looks like staying aligned with your values without having to disappear, not shrinking, not abandoning yourself, not absorbing others' behavior as truth about you. Both girls grow when they stop asking, and it's probably unconscious, but how do I protect myself? And then they start asking, who do I want to become? For athletes, be yourself, be kind, do the right thing, even when it's not rewarded immediately. The more secure you become inside, the less power comparison has over you. For parents, don't rush to label. Look underneath the behavior. Ask, what is my child trying to protect right now? Or maybe, just as important, what is my child's teammate, friend, or even coach trying to protect right now? For coaches, culture grows when athletes feel safe to be themselves, challenged to grow, and supported through their mistakes. That's where accountability and belonging actually take root. And for everyone listening, pay attention. Pay attention to what triggers you, not as a reason to judge yourself, but as information. Because the comments that hurt the most often point to the places where you're still growing into your security, your best self. Now, I want to end with this. You don't become secure by being louder, and you don't become secure by disappearing. You become secure by remembering who you already are. A child of God, worthy without comparison, enough without performance, loved without conditions. When you live from that place, no comment can define you, no group can take your worth, and no comparison can steal your peace. That's when confidence becomes quiet, connection becomes real, and insecurity no longer gets to run the show. Guys, thanks for being here today. And if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who you believe would benefit from this information, from these words. I am so grateful you chose to spend your time here with me today. Thank you. To learn more about growing athletes and to get access to today's show notes, visit me at amysuter.com. Always remember, both you and your athletes have everything you need inside of you to achieve anything you set your minds to. So go out there and pursue those dreams relentlessly. And keep in perspective, it's who you become on this journey that really matters, as our dreams will always expand at the exact same rate as our personal growth. I love you all, and I will talk to you next week.